Hello, it's Karmatos. I'm back with a theme, a real theme, a ladder theme. And this was group generated with some folks on the Masterclass Discord. And oh boy, is it great. I came with a mission, and the mission was, I'm tired of all this desperate defense. How do I mess them up? And we arrived that Erebus was the choice warlord, and so the theme is defense denied. We're going to see 5 ranked matches versus players, and we're going to win 4 out of the 5. We're going to make a deck tweak halfway in between due to the loss, and I'll go over that as we go over this card by card. So, in case you don't remember, Desperate Defense is this 10 energy tactic that makes you go fetch 2 troops from your deck and put them into play for free with Frontline. So, a lot of stall decks out there, a lot of control decks, accelerate decks, things like that, that build up a start insta-dropping this huge board state after controlling yours. So how does Erebus come into this? Well, for one, his ability is for 2 energy, you create or enlarge a Summoning Rift. Summoning Rifts are these neat little... It starts as a 3/3 incorporeal daemon that every turn will get an extra 2/2 stats and a bonus keyword that's one of those word-bearer keywords. Now, when they're like this, they can't be targeted, affected, or anything. All you can do is maybe stun Erebus to stop the chain from going on. But, generally speaking, it works pretty darn well. So you can build up this big power troop that you can then throw into at least one of the 2 DDs when it comes out. And we have some bonus synergy cards for that. And otherwise, most of the picks in this deck are a combination of like half of it is anti-DD, and the other half is just good quality fun. So let's go over it. Drilling Sight. The shtick here is that you want to Erebus power every single turn. Drilling Sight is mandatory if you play Erebus, so that way you can both get off your power and still have a full turn. Command Bridge. This is just a good way to get what you need. You don't know what you're going to need. So... and namely, low curve cards, especially early game, are valuable for Erebus because you're always spending 2 energy, so this gives you an option. And which is why Kaizu Lane is just super great. He's a great energy turn 3 option. He can waste some of your opponent's energy and time, and if they don't, then you're just going to get tactic after tactic, and you might win for it. Sabotage. This is a huge anti-DD card because it denies... 1, frontline from one of their troops, one of their big fancy effects like, what's her face, the Backlash Destroyer troop, or most specifically that Undying Infantry, the 6/6 that just keeps coming back. This is just going to deny that. Then we have Terran Reality. This is a very cheap way to just instantly deny one of those enemy DD troops. So, they get out the 2 big things, and yeah, maybe kill one and then bounce the other. Zegusul Squad. This is just some good infantry cannon fodder. It might soak a little bit of their control. It'll feed into a couple of your sacrifice infantry effects. It's just good quality stuff. Inner Sanctum. This is one of the newer cards, and it's pretty darn important in the competitive sphere because, well, you get to deny a card from the enemy hand and then also draw cycle. So it's a good choice for energy turn 4. It's also just specifically good near the very end when you're at enemy energy 9 or whatever. You can potentially take their DD and just shove it right back into their deck. Or, harrowing, as we're going to see. Lord Malkiel. Yeah, this is just a great way to accelerate a bit, get yourself a little extra energy, essentially offsets Erebus's power by 1. Melgator. Super useful because we have so many infantry sacrifice effects, and this is a great one to get off that sacrifice, and also just, it's Melgator for God's sake. 1 Fierce Onslaught. Now, I have to give credit to my Masterclass buddies, because I didn't see this, but when you have this big troop that has Ward and all the other fun keywords, 2 of those keywords in particular tend to be Cleave and Terror. So, if you get it up to, say, 9/9 or 11/11, and they don't have an answer for it, you will instantly clear the entire enemy board and hit the enemy warlord, and possibly, get off a whole bunch of cleave damage. And specifically for DD, if they have that stupid 6/6 Undying guy, you will just win the game, because you will kill it, cleave 2, kill it, cleave 2, rinse, repeat, insta-win. It's kind of a niche scenario, but we are going to see Fierce Onslaught work wonders. Now, this is the card that we subbed in halfway through. The last halfway through is versus Conrad. Turns out that if you don't run stealth in your deck, anti-stealth in your deck, you're going to have a bad time. So I originally had up in the 5 slot the 5/4 jam a troop, because I wanted a little extra jam, thinking that that's what I needed for anti-DD. But a lot of DD decks in general just rely on some stealth troops like Jubok, or in the case of, it's a good pick. This was a change out for a good pick, and it's very necessary. And you will see that the game that we lose, that if this had been that instead, we wouldn't have lost. So that's what you would call an adaptive change. You make something goes wrong, you think about what went wrong, you fix it. Don't get stuck, and don't give up. Shield Generator. This card's value is huge. It definitely messes with all the Harrowings and all the DDs, and it's just amazing. Messes with traps. I only say that because I think 2 of these matches are versus Alpha Legion, but in general, this Shield Generator is going to win us the game. It's probably the best value card in this deck. Sibilans. Yeah, these are fantastic. We have a couple of sacrifice infantry effects, so it's either the case that, they kill it, and the goal here was that it would be a hard bounce on an enemy DD troop late game, but there's just lots of synergy with Word Bearers. You can sacrifice it to Ashen Circle or Kurther Said, get off a free bounce. You can hit with it first, then do that. Just good options. Sorbakpal. Yeah, come on. It's a 2/4. You generate troops. I think 2 of these games we're going to win with, 4 3/3 demons on the board. Chaos Spawns are nice little things. Jubok. It is a 2/3. It gets you cards from the enemy deck. It generates a lot of hate from the enemy, and it's a good way to maybe fish some more anti-DD from your opponent. Ashen Circle. Yes, these guys are amazing. So a good chunk of enemy DD troops might have 7 health if they get out the 7/5 troop, or that deals 2 damage to the board, or this fast 7 damage is pretty darn good. Or you can unstoppable right over their front lines and get the win. There's just a lot of versatility and a lot of, good card synergies. Edict of Censure. Yeah, we're going to see, I think, one Exodus lose his entire hand. But the goal here was on energy turn 9 or whatever, you pop it just before the Desperate Defense, and you have a good time. Bertha said, this is just a fat, sticky, good option that, you sacrifice something to it, and you get yourself a nice 5 pseudo 7, and you can hit them with it. It's going to soak the enemy destroy. Architect of Heresy. Well, when your opponent DDs out that, 10 energy Astarte or whatever, you're just going to take it. And it's yours now. Especially if they say, drop the 6/6 Undying. It's yours now. And that's going to make them have a very bad time. 1 Balthamir's Sword. I originally wanted to run 2, but it was suggested that 2 was a little much, and it turns out that 2 is too much. 1 is just fine, and I'm not used to running singles, but thank you, Masterclass. Sor Talgron. Yeah, this is literally going to win a game, and this is just the back pocket. If everything's gone wrong, it's going to refill your hand, it's going to save your life from being attacked, and oh my god. Alright, so the best matches coming up here is the first and the last. Stave for Exodus, but Canis here is the icing on the cake, and there was a bot match. We're not going to watch that. Maybe I'll throw it at the end, just for giggles. But, oh my god. I had such a blast playing with these guys on Discord, and they were, I was Discord streaming it, and, some of this ass pulling. So what is the first mistake our enemy Vertex is making? He's not hitting me. when you fight Erebus, you have to kill Erebus, and you have to kill Erebus as quickly as possible. You just have to. You're not allowed to let him build up. And now I think he's starting to realize it. Okay. I don't know what he thought might have happened, but... So why are we popping Inner Sanctum this turn? Well, I now am convinced that this is a DD deck with that 5/9er. But I want to save, at the time, a squad for Terror in Reality. If I had played Terror and he did a board damage, then Terror would lose all of its value. So, might as well get the draw cycle in. And to be fair, now he has a chance to draw a 0 energy card, which is a kind of a lame duck of a draw. See, that's DD behavior right there. And let's distract them a little. That 2 energy, I consumed 2 of his energy and a siege and both of his fists, stun for a turn. I'll take it. There we go. That's the sound. The sound of Ward. You need it. You just simply need it. Aww. Well, good news, folks. We do still have Ashen Circle, so we are going to let this come to fruition. Drop a nice little Ashen Circle there. That's going to bash into that. And for just the right amount of damage, clear the whole board. And a bonus 3 here, which will set it at 12. I'm going to face bash it just to make sure, in case he gives it shield, that I can still hit it for 11. Totally valid. Sure. That's not a good sign for him. But you see with Ward, he can't deal the 6 damage, and he certainly doesn't want to take 11 damage to his fists. And I think he really wants to keep that alive, so he is going to shield it and not punch with it. So it turns out he really should have popped off that energy to hit me, because Fears, Onslaught, Terror, and Cleave. This is what the prophets foretold. Alright, let's just kablamo. Pop. Got another one. Right on the money. Let's do it again. One more time. I appreciate that my foe let me get off all those attacks, but I'm pretty sure he's about to bail in 5, 4, 3, boom. Shield generator is the kicker. He couldn't even play DD, even if he wanted to. Oh god, I love this. What an abomination. Alrighty, this is shield generators working their awful evil magic. So, already an example where, just because it's Alpha Legion, this probably would have been better as a anti-stealth. Are there any troops from the enemy worth jamming? About 1. And to be fair, I didn't even draw cycle this, and I should have, because I already have Sabotage. Ghost whatevers, the guy that gains stats for every card I draw, that's the only thing worth jamming, I think. Maybe a Sneak Attacker if you want to deny Sneak Attack. It's just not a lot. Not a lot to jam. Well, I have a couple options. I can Warlord Power for sure. I can Command Bridge, I can get Shield Generator out early. We're gonna Command Bridge. Yeah, gonna take Edict. I know he's gonna have Harrowing. I know that I want to play this, and I went second, so He's probably going to play Harrowing on energy turn 9, so let's expect to see Edict the Censure on turn 8. Ooh, he's popping it.
Exodus in position.
Maybe he thinks I'm going to reveal this. And you know, I think I will. Because I'm stunned. Oh yeah, I have to reveal it. He stunned me. I don't have a choice. So, this is a little bit of a bait and switch. We know he wants to kill this for 5. And now, we know he doesn't want this alive. That takes up his whole turn, and that sets me up for Soar. Ooh. No jam, or no board stun, no board stun. We're fine. And we're better than fine. You know, in hindsight... Oh, no. See, my own drilling site is getting denied by shield generator, but that's okay. I can live with that. Because right now, me shield generating his board clear is super valuable. A little bit of hindsight here, folks. You can definitely place things on either side of the Summoning Rift, and because it does take up a slot, it can mess with things like deal 4 damage, stun adjacents, etc. So I should have been a little more careful, and I think by the end of these matches, you're going to see that I will be. Yeah, just get the power, hit him with everything, and keep Soar up in case I want to, you know, drop Melgator and then Ashen Circle for another 3/3. And I'm feeling pretty good. Can't believe he dropped that for 6, didn't he? Is that what happened? Yeah, he just plays Pale Sphere. And that is the limpest stun artist I've ever seen. Rough. I mean, he cleared my board, but pretty limp. Yeah, let's buff him up. Let's throw down a squad. Oh yeah, drilling site. Squad and fast, baby. I haven't seen a war room yet. I don't think I've seen an abandoned supply yet. And I went second. He's not going to Harrowing this turn. He is going to Harrowing next turn. Jam. Yes. Oh, that sucks. What, did he put 2 traps on my deck? And this next part also sucks. So, a mass draw like this, or drawing in general, all shares the same action window, which means all of these guys die simultaneously in a way that I get no 3/3s. I thought I was going to get 3 3/3s. Life's not so nice. Alrighty. Step 1, let's just tear in reality my jammed maintenance troop. Get that out of here. And that way, when I edict, I don't lose it. 6, 1. Sure. Sure. So much stun. Alrighty, well, let's see. I can Jubok. I can Chaos Spawn. I don't want to give him more draw. I got him down to 1 with 10 energy. I'm going to leave it just like that. We're just going to maximize our board state. If he top decks Harrowing, he'll deal 4 damage to it, and he'll still be alive. But he doesn't have it because Edict. And that's game. I have lethal on board, I have Ashen, I have a bonus 2. Alrighty, we're gonna see why we pulled our stun or jam troop for anti-stealth. And this was a good game. I'm pretty sure this was pretty close. Too expensive, too expensive. Yes, Edict. Yes, Tear. I got a little bit of anti-stealth in that regard, but
Accept my grief.
it's just not a whole lot to jam. Let's think about it. What could he run that I would want to jam? His fast troops? No. His flank? No. If his troops are stealthed, I can't jam them. You get the idea. That'll work great on a fast, if I'm so lucky. Yeah, we're just gonna buff that up, and we're gonna wait on the Syl. I could have Syllaban that turn. I also could have shield generated, but now I have a combo, so. Oh no, I couldn't have done it last turn, it's 3. I'm doing it this turn. Or reduce 2. I misspoke. Well, so this is kind of a mixed blessing. He did have a way to kill this, and I do get him to use up a flank that could have gone into my big troop, so that's one good thing. And I do deny that 4 energy existing there that I pretty much would have had to have face bashed or Terran reality'd. But now he gets to replay it, re-stealthed, so call it a mixed bag. We are going to Inner Sanctum before shield generating or edicting. We're going to get rid of that asteroid belt. Now, I know he has network in his hand, and I kind of make a mistake later based on that. I got ward, I got cleave, I'm feeling good. So, this was a bit of an aggressive play. I just needed to clear out some of that. Either is good, that was probably better. Sure, he soaks a full 5. And he soaks another 5. Rough. You see, this guy knows what's up. He knows hit Erebus when you can. So he's doing his job. I should have edict. I thought I would be safe. Dropping double shield generator.
Look into my eyes and see your death.
But at least I'm going to punish him as much as possible for this. Although if I had edicted, I would have gotten rid of my entire hand. I should not have edicted. That would have been terrible. Don't listen to me. I was dumb. But I knew he had it, but it cost him 7. But it was just enough to kill my troop. So sad. I'm going to reset my own guy. It's a dangerous life I lead. It's just ridiculous. So, I will admit, the tears in reality have been very helpful in the anti-stealth realm. I could have punched first. That was a mistake. I should have hit him for 1, then bounced it. If he survives with exactly 1 health, I'm a dumb. Well, I don't have a whole lot going on here, but I can certainly jam that to deny his ability to terror. And that way he has to take a damage. Get that out, and he'll kill that. I got my ward. I got Survivor 3. I didn't want flank, but now this is sad. Because my architect is at 11. I've done this to myself. I had bounced a generator. Like, I could have architected the fast into the other. Actually, it wouldn't have killed it.
Look into my eyes and see your
I am
death.
definitely surviving this by the edge of my ass. Killing the 8-6, so that way he, you know, can't be killed. Absolutely.
Mercy is a weakness.
Now I got my 9, I got an 8-8. I'm feeling pretty good. I just killed that troop. Hate. Hate. Alright, so, you know, if he has fast, I lose. He surprisingly does not have fast. And he's denying me for 1 turn. So, I can Melgator my own guy back. I could give Fierce Onslaught first, but it looks like I'm just going straight to Edict. I'm not too worried about him building up a board state, it seems. So, I am putting pressure on him to force him to stealth. Which in hindsight, maybe if I had dropped Jubok, I would have gotten a card and then... So, this is certainly where anti-stealth would be great. But I didn't draw it. Now, this might have accelerated my death. Turns out he didn't... Like, I should have known he didn't have something that could kill me, because he would have done it. But I guess I was worried about the destroy a troop, deal 2 damage. Which he couldn't have won with last turn, but he could win with this turn. So let's see, did he top deck it?
I will be avenged!
He's got it. Well, we know he's got it. He won.
I will not
Did he top deck it, or did I give it to him? I gave it to him. I mean, to be fair, as far as, like, randomization go, he would have top decked it anyway. So, all I did was give it to him a turn half sooner.
There is no escape.
Oh,
Much hate.
so much hate. So close. We were this close. Actually, I think I probably would have died in 2 face bashes anyway. So, that's when I stuck the bikes in. For flank. And for stealth. And for flank, it could very well save my ass here against Wardy Ward, where I cannot jam. So, we can see the positive trade-offs. This is a good one. This is a pretty damn good one.
I am the hand
Like,
of destiny.
Surprise victory. It definitely takes some architectural minds to make this work. This is probably one of the more convoluted decks I've ever made. And only Erebus could pull it off, really. Oh yeah. Drilling Sight. Jubok, turn 1. Because he can't kill it. Really? Oh, yeah. No. Definitely that. I forgot. I have Soar in my hand. So, at best he can kill 1, and I'm gonna get out a whole bunch of, you know, goodies. So, I have to give up on my build-up project, but I'll do it for 2 free 3/3s and board control. Like, think about it. If Jubok was here and that was there, I would not be in a good place. Now, I feel in a pretty good place. Bye, 2/4. That's okay, I got 9 damage there. And then I can ability counter Jubok. Oof. Here's the ability. Oh no, I can't. I forgot I have maintenance. But I can Kai. Now, a little bit of a risky play, because he very well could have had, like, a defense satellite, and I'm just lining him up. But then that would free up all my energy, I would be able to play Jubok, use my power in the same turn. It's kind of a win-win. And I got him to shove 4 damage down Kai's throat, so I spent 1, he spent 4, 3. Yeah, it was kind of the best of what I had, because Ward, I can't target anything else, so. Maybe I should have saved 1 on standby, in case he dropped a Ward. Probably would have been better. Or he can drop a Mountain. Perfect. Thank you, squad. Thank you, Tear. Cycle that shit. Buff it. Remember, if it don't have ward, and that's the sound, don't release it, unless you really, really have to. Rude. Well, I'll have 7 energy. It might be time to finally release this bad boy. He's got Terror, he's got Ward, and I have Fierce Onslaught. So I think maybe Jubok Shield Generator? Yep. And then we're just gonna hang back. I suspect that he's gonna throw his 4-5 into 7-7. He might throw it into Jubok. I think he does throw it into Jubok. Rude. Still rude. Sigh. Great. I don't care, because guess what? I have Terror. Well. So yeah. We see Fierce Onslaught doing its work again. I get to kill that. I get to kill that. And I am at 30 and he is at 13. I am not suiciding this. I am just going to hit him. Absolutely. And then I can throw down a Syllabun. So that means next turn, I can potentially hit him for 3 and sacrifice it. Okay, he was very tired of that. Understandable. He pretty much sacrificed that for that purpose. Manifest Density. And that's all I got. Well, to be fair, he needed to. So, I can hit him. I can sack him. That gets rid of that, and gives him Survivor. I can face bash him. A little aggressive. I could have built up some board. This is really aggressive, but again, I assume I can't actually hit anything due to ward, so. And it does save me a stun. So, Melgator, you actually served a surprising purpose there. See, now he's healing up again. 3 a turn with ward. Sucks. Hey, that could come in handy. A lot better than the alternative. Yeah, it's time to start building up. I can't just face bash for neutral. Okay. Well, I can certainly flank 7, 8. I can kill it. I just won. That's lethal. Hit him for 1. Drop Ashen. Hit him for 5. Hit him for 4. Use an emote.
So much hate.
I just love that line. Oh, lordy. Alright. Alright. One more good one. Oh my god, thank you for staying. This is a fucking roller coaster and possibly the longest match of my life. I think poor Archcake probably uninstalled after this. I would be so mad if I was him. Not that he did anything wrong.
Of destiny.
He just got robbed.
We are Legion.
Oh, the greatest opening hand is about to befall us. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So, I burn up 4 cards on my opening hand versus Alpha. Okay, I had a pretty good start in that regard. But, I'm pretty sure he's going to stun the dickens out of me.
I see your death in every one of the 10,000 paths.
For example. Now that's going to stop me from getting my free card. Real shame. Feels a little early, but I think he's doing that so that way he can pop off, you know, Kai. See what we get. We're going to keep intersync them. And we're going to pop it up. Leave it at that. Alright, what do we get here? Understandable. I don't want to return that to him because it has a rally effect. So this is where I do something kind of weird. Probably not the most optimal play, but I guess I felt a board clear could be happening, and I thought it would be funny to give him both backlash. Just punish him a little for, you know, killing my stuff. What a jerk. But I do love soaking all 5 of his energy for that. Let's see. I made it for 2, I made it for 4, so I spent 4 energy on the first 2 turns to make him spend 5 energy on that turn. Math works out. Stupid anti-shield. There's that darn stun. I was really tempted to strategic mastery. I'm not sure what I go with. Oh no! 2 damage. Yeah, I probably should have shoeboxed that turn where I played that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm taking Orbital. This is gonna save my ass a turn against Harrowing. And my hand is already pretty full, and I need a lower curve option. Ooh, baby, look at that. Bye, Jibok. Oof, 7 energy. I don't know why he didn't face bash first, but maybe he didn't want anything to do with that last 2 energy. Okay, see, 2 damage there. Gives me a kill off on him. I'll take it. Let's stun him. And start building up the board? No, shield generator. What am I thinking? I went second. Rough. But I have Terror. I have him. Sure. So he can't Harrowing. Not that he would necessarily want to, but he can face bash now, so well, good ping. Now, you see, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce him then. I can sacrifice him to Zed rather than deal 3, so I will. Giving him Survivor 2 felt worth it. Start to build it up. Alright, he could Harrowing for 6 if he wanted. Nope. Oh, I can sabotage that. I can Terror of Reality that. I want to get my hand size down. I want to use a lot of these little cards. Probably not Inner Sanctum. Oh, no, okay. Oh, because we're trying to get rid of Harrowing. But, alas, the best I can get rid of is one of many. One of many heals 5 and costs 4 and gives him more options than, say, Manifest Density, so I think that was the better pick. Now, I might have made a little mistake there. I could have face bashed that troop and then necessarily bounced him away. But I did get to hit him for 7, so there's that Harrowing, but it's only for 4. Which means he can deal 1 damage. He didn't do it! I am super shocked by this. He's gonna take 7 to the face? Aw, man. I don't agree. And he's gonna sacrifice his stealth troop. That was aggressive. It's got 6. I have him back. Sibilance. You know, I probably should have just sabotaged my own troop just to get my hand size down to 2. Okay. Well, at least the damage ping went there. And there's Manifest. Keep him buff. I have 3. Again, I could have jammed my own guy. I see what it killed, man. I got Ward. Might be worth releasing into the wild now, but I think I'm gonna go for a little more. There goes my troop. 2, 3, 4. So close. Oof. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So I have to use sword. If I don't, he hits me for 3 and 10, I lose. Have to do it. Then we're gonna drilling site, and we're gonna just try. I know he has 13, and I'm gonna have 12 here on the board, but I just need a board state. Whatever I can get. Well, good thing my ward's in the middle, but still sad. So, I finally get to use sabotage for something. And I have to do it before Inner Sanctum. I'm gonna sabotage my own troop. And that way I can kill that. And he can live. Take that. Let's get rid of Oryx. That has more immediate value for him, and I'd rather him... Pain. I know he has one tactic. Yes! That is going to save my ass. So hard. Yeah, of course he pinged me. He shouldn't have done that, in my opinion. He should have dropped the troop. But he thought, oh, I'll just get him down to 1 evase bash. And to be fair, how would he know that I'd have this? Now check this. I'm just gonna fill the board with as much bullshit as I possibly can to deny that 1 damage draw. You ready for this? Good. You missed it. 1 out of 7 chance of losing. He missed it.
You are not worthy of the secrets of the gods.
He's not.
We are
That
Legion.
will not save him. I still have lethal. 18, right? I have 8, 10, 11. Yeah, I got him. Especially with Ashen Circle. And, for giggles, I could even kill his stealth troop. Finally could have come in handy. But, just for example, what if he had re-exodused somehow? Spikes. You know, actually, I think I needed that to win. Without drawing. Ooh. Oh, lordy. Oh, God. That was intense. Well, I hoped you liked, Defense Denial. I think we were also debating, Desperate Denial, but... No, it wasn't Defense Denial, it's... The hell did I name this deck? Defense Denied. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna see if I can make another video today, maybe. Yay! It's nice to have a day off. If you like this, like it. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. Share this with your friends, and as always, Farmer Toast loves you. Thanks for watching.